head into the first corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? No.
Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing. Welcome to it. Talladega Super Speedway drivers are currently in their qualifying right now, so you won't really have much to talk about right now. At this point, we're looking at Christian Roos right now doing his. Going to pull up some race info. Really, the only thing about this track is who can avoid the carnage. It's the last race before the championship race, so that will be very interesting. I think Brock Whitehead, he's actually leading the point standings right now. I mean, we have 14, 15, 16, 17... Yeah, 17 drivers in this race. Making sure I actually had that correct. Currently looks like Thomas Stewart sits on top, but that really, honestly, doesn't matter at a track like this. You're just trying not to destroy yourself, literally. One reason I can't stand these tracks is because of that, is you're always trying to avoid something. You get caught up in stuff that you really can't do anything about, and that sucks. But we're waiting for them to get done, as they have like 15 seconds left in this session here. Need to get into the general room and Whitehead or Roos just put something in the chat. The joke, I don't know what that was, but they have just got done with their qualifying, so I'll pull up the starting order here right now. So first is Thomas Stewart, second Mike Savinowski, third DJ Daniel, fourth Christian Roos, fifth Jonathan Cogswell, sixth TJ Hanley, seventh Patrick McQuaid, eighth Charles Whitehead, ninth Chris Hupka, 10th Brock Whitehead, 11th Matt Mentler, 12th Chris Zofield, 13th Trey Whitehead, 14th Joseph Grijalva, 15th Cody Terrence, 16th Dylan Ellis, and 17th Christopher Cash. That's all the drivers on the grid here today. Make sure these logos are rotating. Gonna have to wait for everybody to grid so we can get the paints refreshed. As I'm trying to put together this rig still at home, and it is one of the most confusing things to ever put together. It doesn't make any sense at all how to install it, and I hate it. And that right now I'm on the triple monitor mount install, because I literally have zero clue what I'm doing, and that is not a joke. Like, I have literally zero clue, so it's kind of a guess. Very much a guess. Just pulled off here, so we'll go back down to a little bit of a smaller view here. I need to put the triple monitors together. I've yet to do that. And literally like what the instructions are too. It's like all the pieces. It doesn't even tell you what size you use for it, which doesn't make any sense at all. That's why it drives me absolutely nuts. But it's going to be 100 laps here, so 100 laps of carnage will probably see him split. Why is that echoing? Okay, guess that's supposed to echo then. Gonna try to keep this volume to where it's not gonna blow my eardrums out, but y'all can still hear the cars. The volume that y'all hear is actually a little bit quieter. I have it set to go a little bit lower whenever there is, or whenever it goes above a certain volume, it starts to automatically lower the volume down. Oh gosh. The pace car will pull in this lap here. Thomas Stewart will lead them to green. Paint refresh going to happen there. I about forgot about it. Their paints go white, pop up a different color if the different paints can. They do have a different one loaded. Pace car pulls in here. Starter's going to have the flag in his hand. Long restart zone here. As green flag is in the air, we are underway. Thomas Stewart, he will lead that first lap. Top line has Mike Savinowski, Roos, Hanley, Whitehead, I believe. I thought Whitehead was not going to race in this, but I guess he decided to show up. Oh, never mind. He's not going to race the last race of the season. I was confused by that. So I'm in here and I was like, wait, what? Currently Ellis, he needs to do everything that he can to hold on to the draft of cash. He's staying within it, so he's not, yeah, he's going to be completely fine. Just running as a last car is kind of nerve-wracking because if you slow down once and you get 6 tenths behind, you have lost the draft, and it's pretty much kind of a, you better hope to catch it again. Very iffy of a situation for him to get that, to get it back. Doesn't end up so well sometimes. DJ, he's moving up around there. Savinowski, he's hopped down to the bottom. Roos, top. TJ, top 3 up there. On the high line. Gonna give each other a little bit of a shove. Kind of fan out, give each other a lot of room too. I think Bruce sees something that he doesn't like, so he's just going to bail out. That's not a bad option, especially early on. You know, you got the whole race to go. Just get out the way if you don't feel like you're comfortable. This is what most of this race is going to be. This is honestly what most super speedway racing is. It's follow the leader in front of you, and that's really like we said. It is just follow the leader, and don't wreck. Optional. Kind of. I guess you can say it's optional. Hopefully it's something that you don't want to do though. Dylan Ellis, he actually just ran the fastest lap, but that's because he was catching it in the pack. So he got a big draft. He ran a 40.66, which is 49.66, which is faster than everybody else by at least a tenth. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. There goes Zofield around. 6 laps in, he hits the inside wall. Outside wall. Pretty hard, destroys that front end of the car too. He might have just gotten loose coming off the corner. Nope, he got a little bit of help there from Cash. Gets offset, Cash hits him, and then it's on from there. Cash gets some damage too. Roos sees his life flash before his eyes. Zofield gets the worst of it. If that knocked his toe in. Yeah, I mean, that's utterly destroyed that car. He's going to need to pop a fast repair. It's going to be competitive. That is a lot of damage done to it. Just getting offset in the wrong spot is what caused all that. You hate to see it, but that's just what happens at tracks like this. Is drivers, they're pushing so hard, and it's just one little mistake happens, and then it's on from there, and you're just like, well, here we go. This is going to be fun from that point on. Oh, wait. I am 3. I think those are all... I guess? I don't know. This is very confusing. Not very happy with it. I'll go ahead and say that much. Not very pleased having to deal with it. I think if anybody come down pit road, I don't think we have. We have some split decisions. Actually, everybody comes down. DJ went down pit road pretty late. Yeah, but everybody except Hubka comes down pit road. That's interesting. Thought we would have saw Hubka come down with everybody else. He's going to stay out, so he's going to pull a little bit of somewhat of a strategy move here instead, which is not a bad move, honestly. I mean, it could work, and if it doesn't work, you're not really going to be hurt too bad, but it's definitely not going to be great. That's on. I don't know what this is. That's what that was. But DJ, I believe. Now, Charles actually won that race. I mean, he actually didn't even stop. I think he missed his pit box. He had no time down pit or in his pit stall. He has this pit lane time, so he didn't stop. I think he missed it. He's might honestly want to come back down and like pit, because it's not a good thing to come down pit road and not pit. What was it? Oh, I forgot. This guy has built one, and I did not even think about looking at him for this. Forgot about him. Somebody is doing a burnout. I think that's Stewart trying to get out in a way. Where did he get damaged from? I don't know where Stewart got his damage from. That's interesting. I didn't see him get hit by anybody. That must have been something in the back. I don't really remember that. I honestly have no remembrance of when he got damaged, but he's got some on the right front, so it's not going to help him aerodynamically at all. The lights have gone off on the pace car, though. What in the world? C3 Black Cargo 77. That's Patrick McQuaid. And I know we got a lot of people that are cheering for McQuaid. McQuaid is, I don't know what's going on with the points, but he somehow lost the lead. I don't even know. Let's just say that much. It's very confusing to me. I don't understand it one bit, but that's all we'll say. I don't know what in the world's happening. But pace car does pull in here. This Hupka will lead them back to green. Hupka going to lead them back to green as green flag is back in the air. We are back racing here. Chris Hupke, he'll come off that corner with the lead. He has DJ Daniel behind him. TJ Hanley, Savnowski. Whitehead bails out and away from all of that that's going on. Preseason, he says, no, I'm done. I don't want to be around all this mess that could possibly break out. And it does break out. It's going to be interesting. Very, very interesting at that point. It's not going to be too fun to deal with, that's for sure. Hupka's fuel is going to be off, and it's going to actually be even worse with him leading up front, too, because he's burning more fuel. He's dragging the guys behind him with him. So I don't know if that's such a good idea for him to be doing what he's doing. Oh, wow. Thanks, after I look at that and you have it in stock. Mettler is running. He's running that paint scheme last week. For some reason, I thought it was a new one. That paint scheme kind of haunts me, to be honest with you. I don't know why, it just does. So Hupka's fuel. What's their fuel load here? They're at 75% fuel, so can probably go 30-ish laps, I'd say, on their fuel. Yeah, probably about 30-ish laps on their fuel is what I think they'll be able to go. I don't think they can push too hard with it. So if they do, they're going to burn off that fuel that they need. Excuse me. I forgot I didn't even press, or I was looking back through the actions that were happening, and I forgot I was too far back. You see Thomas run on his own. It's a bit of a stack up somewhere up here because his middle lane slowed down. Mettler had to lift, and you can see that power just drop immediately. This track, you're almost full throttle the whole entire time. It was just a little bit to where you're kind of pedaling the throttle some. Not too bad, though. And honestly, you can kind of drag the brake with you, too. You can get away with it a little more because of that. See, Hupka's just going to drag DJ with him, or he's going to try to drag him with him. DJ thought about going around, and Hupka kind of moved up just a little bit, threw a little up a block, not a egregious one though. See both Whiteheads, Brock and Trey, working up front there on their own. Charles has lost the draft also. Look at, and the two Whiteheads are making their way up there. So this is one thing that I noticed with Speedways is everybody gets in the line and they keep wanting to try to like bobble around, and they just don't stay straight. And honestly, if you can get somebody up in a lane with you like this, half the time you can really make a lot of time up there, because there's only you two, so you don't have to worry about you two. You don't have to worry about the guys in front, because the stack ups are absolutely ridiculous when you got guys that are kind of just everywhere around the track. They're just always moving, and it's one of the most annoying things. You're like, are you kidding me? You're like, yeah, well, sorry. Kind of makes you want to rip your head off, but that's what happens. It is what it is, man. A little break up there. Roos goes through the middle. He has McQuaid with him. Other Whitehead hopped down to the bottom instead. He's not dealing with that at all. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this up here. You go have fun. Go fend for yourself, man. See, I don't know if this can't be planned. There's no way it's not. And I don't think he dropped, this far back. I don't think he dropped nearly 10 seconds behind the pack to pick up one dude. That just doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, they very well could have done it. It just, I don't see the reason for doing that. That just doesn't make any sense. I'll actually do a little bit of onboard here. We'll just go through the whole field, give them all a lap on board since we got 17 guys in here. Actually, won't take us that long. So we'll start with Hupka. We'll go to the back. I'll try to get everybody that. Hopefully, I don't end up repeating somebody. If I do, I'll skip over them. But we'll do it this lap when Hupka gets by here. Actually, when Cogswell gets by here, he's a big shove by TJ. He's up on that bumper. It end up bad there. I thought he was probably going to get hooked. I think they all realize there that it's not the best idea to be shoving this early on. You know, you got time. Got time to spare. Don't have to go and shove each other super aggressively. But we will do that right here, right now. So we'll go on board with them. as we have them around right here. I don't know what completely happened. Green flag is still out, too, surprisingly. See, Sabanowski spun around. Have to go back and see what happened. We were doing a lot of those guys and going through their order. What happened to Sabanowski here, though? And then, yeah, no cautions still thrown. Sabanowski looks like he checks up for McQuaid, moves up the track, and TJ just clips him. Doesn't hit anything, keeps it rolling. I don't know why he locked it down there. He could have kept it rolling. Now he might get himself stuck. Nah, it looks like he's fine now. Yeah, he gets back going. Interesting that didn't bring out a caution, though. No, I mean, it was out of the way, so possibly why there was nothing thrown for him. But Hupka's fuel is going to be an issue here soon. He's decided not to. He's decided I'm not going to lead here, which is a good thing, because if he decides to lead again, it's going to end up too bad for him. Going to really cook that fuel off. And Joseph Lynn saying, "Let's go, DJ." Guess you must know DJ in real life. Friends in real life. Something I don't have. Austin's about to start streaming here soon, too. I didn't know. He actually has PGR Money Racing, which he does every single Thursday. Tell you what, I'm tired. College just started back, but it's just waking up for it's just bleh, not too much fun. I don't enjoy it. Probably gonna see everybody duck down to the bottom. I don't think they're really gonna start fighting too much with each other. I think that they'll really just. Well, I mean, they're gonna go side by side, but I don't think they're really gonna be swapping paint at all. I think that they're gonna be pretty even with each other. Sabanowski's probably on his own. Yeah, he is. He's on his lonesome. Oh, no, he's got Medler with him. It's probably honestly lucky that he was able to pick up Medler like he did. I didn't think he'd be able to. I thought it would end up really bad for him, but he's somehow made it work, which I'll give it to him. I mean, if you make it work, you make it work. It's not a bad thing at all. Yeah, Hupka. Yeah, okay, there he is. He's down pit road. I knew he was gonna have to come down pit road eventually. His fuel was already off, so it was pretty much he kind of had no choice. He was gonna have to pit either way. which not bad, but he's gonna be the odd man out. He's probably gonna get yeah, he's gonna get lapped pretty easily. He'll come flying by him, but he should be able to tuck in behind him. We'll probably see these guys come down pit road. So Hupka ran 31 laps. They'll probably come down lap 40 to 42, I'm guessing, around that area. Because they'll eventually run out, so they've got to eventually show their hand at some point. As Cody's making it dicey right there, trying to move down in front of DJ, almost gets himself spun. See who else goes down the road. Charles was down lap 28 at least. Gets a lap down, so he's a non-factor. DJ has some front end damage, I believe. I think he does. See when he comes by, unless it's his paint scheme. Is that his paint scheme? Yeah, that was his paint scheme. I thought he had a dent in the front of his car, but he doesn't, so that's just me seeing stuff, I guess. Good luck all. How about you? Hey, Johnny, I didn't see you there. Yeah, the run up on Hupka. Hupka will get a lap, but he should be able to tuck in behind him, though. He'll stay high, but as soon as he sees a gap, he's going to jump down. I think DJ might actually be picking him up. And DJ's just getting the draft off of him. Hupka can get behind Zofield if he sees the gap. He needs to take it if he sees it. And he saw, actually, most people are in the bottom lane now. Yep, almost everybody's in the bottom. Not Zofield. Hupka's in the bottom. I think he sees DJ. He's going to try to go help DJ get something going with him, but everybody lines up in a big train. That's what happens here. That was TJ going down pit road as I just panned away from that. Yes, it's him and Sabanowski going down. I think that might be a speeding penalty for one of them. He was still slowing down, so I'm iffy. I think that's a penalty for one of them. I don't know who it is, though. I do think we'll see one given out. He's off and away. So Cogswell, he'll now get the lead. TJ will go a lap down, but he won't be able to tuck him behind. Stewart is nowhere to be seen. He's way back there. He had faster pit stop and less time down pit road, but he came in really behind. He probably didn't get into it aggressive enough. That's why he's so far back there. As there. Oh my gosh, Cody. Almost destroyed him. Literally almost just cleaned him out. As this is going to be the rest of the guys come down pit road. Roos, McQuaid, both Whiteheads, Cash, and Ellis. Ellis used to be running a paint scheme. Now he doesn't. I don't understand why he doesn't now. These guys will all come off pit road. They'll be together. So they should be fine. I don't know about the guys that pit on their own. It's going to be iffy, really iffy. I just don't know if that's going to work too well. It could, though. As these guys have gone through their first pit stop, so we will take our first commercial break. It'll be side by side, so y'all won't miss anything like normal, however. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, or the scary side of iRacing.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
as we are back live here. 44 laps into the 100 lap race here. So no pit stops are going to happen for a while. You're going to see him probably stay out till lap 70. It's actually probably lap 70. 70 even, I'd say. Yeah, probably 70 even. I don't think... Yeah, that sounds about right. Probably 70 even is what it will be. Yeah, probably 70. Yeah, it'll definitely be 70 even. 70 even for sure. Let's just see. Roos. Actually, I don't think Roos has won a league race. He may have won a league race, but I haven't saw him win one. Has he won a league race before? He may have won one, but I just don't remember. I don't think he has, though. At least I haven't saw him win one. I know he came very close, I believe, at Charlotte, I think. Yeah, very, very close at Charlotte. Very, very close at Charlotte. See if I haven't. I saw Hubka come close. Saw Ellis when I saw Cody. Cogswell, I haven't, because I know I beat him in a race actually once a long time ago. DJ is all alone with Ellis, so this is not going to end up too well for him. 45, 55. Gotta remember that. Good Lord. Sometimes I have to remember some sort of things. I get completely lost. Bruce, he's going to be catching. I believe that's Thomas Stewart up there. They'll catch him and go right by him. Won't put up a fight. He's really all alone, so he's honestly probably going to tuck in behind somebody and realize that this is maybe the better move for me right now. Tucking in, getting a draft. We're staying in the draft. He's already, what, 2 laps down? Yeah, so he needs to get back behind somebody. You kind of have to make decisions at super speedways. It's, do you fight somebody or do you just let them go on by? Because if you don't let them go on by, it could end up really bad for you. Really bad. But you kind of have to make that decision of, do I want to take this battle to him or do I want to just let him have the position? I'd honestly, most guys will probably decide let him just have the position, which is the better option, in my opinion. Some guys will want to fight with each other and it doesn't end up too well for them at all. Meant to this is probably, we're going to see this for a long time now. We're not really going to see anybody duck out from each other. It's just not, there's just no point to do it all. Like, why jump out of really anybody, to be honest with you? It's just not a needed thing, I'd say. Kind of like a, hey, we can realize that, you know, we don't have to go at it necessarily. We can just kind of sit here and just kind of talk to each other, have a good conversation, really. That's a joke, of course. I'm just joking with that. Or am I? See who else is back here. I believe, no, it didn't. Okay. It's wanting to be a pain right now, trying to click something that's not wanting to give me a option to do it for some odd reason. Okay, that's odd. It was flashing orange. Flashing orange. My SDK was. It was telling me something was happening. Yeah, this group back here, they're pretty much out of contention. I don't think they need a wreck to happen. Which I mean, it's Talladega. A wreck could easily happen, and just wipe each other or wipe all of them out. So can't keep that out. Can't count that out. I said can't keep. You can't count that out here at Super Speedways at all, ever. They'll be run up on Hubka again. Hubka will go. So he actually got back on the lead lap, but he'll go a lap down again because he's being caught by them, which sucks. But it's actually not really the end of the world for him yet. So he's fine right now, surprisingly. They evidently just need to close this. There we go. Month being a little bit of a pain to me. Wasn't going too well for me. Top line's starting to get going a little bit, not too much. I don't really think we'll see, honestly, like another line like really develop the whole entire time. I think that if we do, it'll be like iffy. That's because I don't think that they can. Sometimes I wonder, there's some smart things that I really do, and there's some really stupid stuff that I do, and I don't understand why I do some of certain things. See, so say lap 60, or not 60, 70 again. That's when they're going to start really doing some moves. I think right now everybody's content. They're going to be catching some guys that are laps, they're not laps down. I'm trying to say, that are, I'm trying to say, they're going to be the oddballs out, I guess. Yeah, oddballs out. No? Yes. That sounds about right, I think. Hopefully. Top lane now got a lot of guys in it. I didn't think it would pick up like this, but Cody's look like Stewart is lap down. No, it's Cogswell. Sorry, I get confused between those two. But some guys will hop up, some guys will hop down. It really just depends on who's who wants to do what. Honestly, most of the time. So they're going to start. No, well, they won't start filing out. I was going to say they might start filing out to the bottom. I don't think they will, though. Excuse me. Oof. So they'll stay. I was going to say they might pull a little bit of a strategy move, but I don't think that'd be a smart idea because if you do and it doesn't go well, you're kind of done. Looks like TJ and Hubka are down. These guys they're off the, not off the pace, they're just on the, they're on the weird portion. That's really like, yeah, they're on the weird portion. Let's just say that. They would all pull off pit road, however. Or those guys pull off pit road. These guys right here will stay with each other. We'll actually go back to trying to interview those other guys that, or not interview, go on board with those other guys that were there. I was going to do them, but we had to kind of cut that. So I'll try to jump around and get them. Start that again right here. Let me find who it was. Let me try to remember. actually had pit stops a little bit earlier than what I thought. So they go 45 laps in this tank of fuel. They could have just been doing this on purpose, and I guessed their fuel completely wrong. That's a possibility. But Roos, McQuaid, Brock, and Trey stay out. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe not. It's iffy of a choice to do that. It could work. I don't know. It might work. So you go outside on that one. That's what it was. The Roos will probably stay out till lap 70 is what I think he might do. That would be the better option for him. That would be the better option, I think. Might be, I don't know. Ellis and Cash are down pit road now, so these guys, I think they're already a lap. No, they're still in the lead lap. They're pit on different cycles. So, yeah, Roos and McQuaid both come down pit road. There comes Metler also, so it looks like 3 Chevys come down. All that I see, yep, 3 Chevys are down pit road now. Well, 4 if you count Metler. Huh. Yeah, so see how long these guys stay out. Brock and Trey are brothers, so they could just be staying out for as long as they want to, because they know that they'll have a drafting partner. Cody's down pit road. So how long is Brock? These guys can stay out a decent amount, though, is the thing. No, as soon as I say that, they come down lap 69. Nice. Isn't a bad thing to do. That'll get them to the end and maybe a green-white checkered attempt. They're going to be on their own. That was the thing. So they'll merge out behind McQuaid. So not really bad merge either. These guys also kept up with each other, and Jonathan and Joseph pitted 2 laps earlier, so Roos and McQuaid came out at the right time together. DJ, he's alone man out here. He's gonna get lapped. There's 28 laps left. I'm not even gonna say it. I almost said it and cursed him. That could end up really bad. I was gonna say, oh, we're gonna be good for a while, and then I know as soon as those words come out of my mouth, we're gonna start wiping each other out. Salvanovsky's not coming off pit road. See how long these guys will stay. So I don't think right now they're not in a bad position. We got Cogswell, Zofield, and Joseph. And Bruce and McQuaid really don't have any help, to be honest with you. I mean, this is actually kind of weird. 3 Fords and then 3 Chevys now are in the picture for the win. I think it's Fords that win most of the Super Speedway races just because of their flat front end. And there's Ford this year has been really down. They've been down for a long time on just speed in general. And they've not been too good at all. I think Ford has... I don't even know what they have for wins this year, to be honest with you. I completely forgot. I don't even know. I actually don't even know what their win is. Or what their... You know, how many wins they have. Because it's so iffy. I think Joseph might be getting out the way of those guys. That was an interesting move from him. I don't know. It's such a weird thing to do. These guys are running on their own too, so they're not going to be really fast. They're they're 4 seconds back. That's not too far back, I'd dare say. I mean, possibly too far back. I don't know that. I mean, it could be. But I've said that before, and then they came back and caught them all. So I could just honestly shut up or anything else. DJ, he's a lap down, so honestly, these guys with DJ doing this, they're probably not really minding it, to be honest with you. They're probably like, yeah, DJ, you can... Yeah, like, they're like, come on over here. Do this for us, please. We need your help, really, more than anything else. That's odd. And that even pulled him around him, too. I think they actually lost... They lost Joseph. Joseph had to come down pit road, I believe. Yeah, he did. at 74. So he wasn't going to make it on fuel. He's probably trying something. Yeah, but as these guys are going to get inside 20 to go, we will take our last commercial break, and it won't be really long at all, to be honest with you, because we won't miss anything. It'll be side by side like it always is, though, so we will do that right now. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by-request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing.
I played a couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As that was everything for you guys on the ads. We have 18 laps left. Got a little bit of a train going on the bottom. The Whiteheads have somehow caught this group. That is not supposed to happen. 2 cars catching 5 or 6 cars at all. That's guys checking up and not being able to hold their line. Is simply what that is right there. There's no other words for that. That's what that is guys just bobbing and weaving around and they're just, I mean, yeah, that's really all that can be said, to be honest with you. We'll probably see a lot of movement, I'd say around lap 10, they'll start to move out, and then really, after that, it's like, throw everything away, just Hail Mary. Hopefully don't wreck each other. Well, that's, I say hopefully, because they probably will. That's just how the super speedways go. Whether you want them to or not. It's like, oh, well, there they go spinning around. There's nothing you can do. You're just like, oh, well, this is interesting. Oh, there we go. Yep, there goes somebody turned. I believe that may have been... Who was that? I saw a red car shoot down. That might have been Stewart. Yep, that was Thomas Stewart. Shot down to the bottom. Saw that coming eventually. He was a lap car, so it doesn't hurt the guys up here, but he's probably, honestly, not too happy with what happened to him. And I do not blame him either one bit. I would be pretty freaking mad myself if I just got spun off of somebody's bumper when I didn't deserve it at all. Kind of like, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. Now, he's probably not too happy with that, and I don't blame him either. But DJ, he's leading this group, but he's not the actual leader of it. He's just a make-believe leader. I guess that works. Somewhat, I don't know. That might work. That work? Possibly. I don't know. That might work. Yeah, these guys can go with each other. And lap 8, we'll see it go to waste. When I say go to waste, this guys start going nuts. So no pit stops should be needed. Should. I say that very iffy because they honestly may be needed. Just with the way some people's fuel running, but I don't think they will be needed to hit because they should be fine. Just see how these guys deal with each other. I don't know if they'll play nice. Some guys will play nice. Some guys are not too nice with each other, though. Not too nice. I saw that happen before. See how kind they are to each other. I don't know if they'll be kind, but they might be. Might is the key word. Because they could absolutely hate each other, and then they just start going at it. I saw it happen before with some guys. They don't play too nice. I don't think we have any animosity in this league, though. I don't think so. Keyword is think. They might. Hopefully they don't hate each other yet. Or they want to wipe each other out just a moment. You got a little bit... That's for a little bit later on. Charles Whitehead, he's on the bottom. Kind of out of harm's way. He's multiple laps down, so he's not going to play a factor in this. He will... Actually, where did he go? Did he just disappear in front of me or am I blind? There he is. It was a flash across my screen. I had no idea where he went for a second. I was like, wait, what? But I found him there. Right around, say, yeah, this is going to get to the point where they start to go nuts on each other. So I'm honestly, if I had to choose to be somebody, really there's only 5 guys that can honestly compete for this win here too. There's not many that can challenge each other just because of how far back they are. There's no really drafting help for some of them either. You don't have any drafting help either. That's a killer at super speedways. I honestly, if I had to choose somebody, I really want to see Roos win. Keep in mind, he has 2 lap cars in front of him, so they will probably, I think when stuff starts getting hectic, they might kind of get out the way for them and just realize, hey, let's just let these guys go at it. There's really no need for us to be in it yet. And kind of just wait and watch them duke it out between each other. DJ's leading that top lane with Cogswell. That'll drag Cogswell to the lead. Zofield's up there also. He is a lap down, though. A lot of guys are a lap down. A lot of them are a lap down. Don't know why, but it's just how they are. As... What? They can't make it. Can they not make it to the end? Hold on. If they can't make it to the end, this is going to change everything. Oh my gosh. No way. Can they not make it on fuel? Oh my lord. Okay, we're going to see what McQuaid and these guys do. That may have been why Brock and Trey were staying out for so long. They were running their tank absolutely dry, like to the bone dry. And they're getting it full of fuel and then going off and getting away from them. I really thought that they would have fuel, and it's going to be close. It's going to be close either way. I'm just amazed that they can this late. I mean, do you not start saving early on, though? So Roos and Cogswell. Roos has DJ with him, though. Cogswell has nobody. That's the thing. So if McQuaid, Brock, and these guys have to pit, This is going to fall right into the laps of Roos. Roos and Cogswell, really more of Christian Roos than anything else. I don't really think anybody else. That's just odd. I don't know why. Like that. It's just so odd. There's going to be 4 laps left here. McQuaid with the lead. Keep in mind, McQuaid needs to win. Let's see what the actual... What were the points? Somebody worked at the points. I believe that was... Yeah, so guaranteed lock-in. So Brock just needs to start. Jonathan just needs to finish 24th. Bruce needs 13th. TJ needs 11th. I don't know if that's for the next round of playoffs. And maybe. I think that's probably what it is for. Probably what it's for. Keyword I said probably. McQuaid, this is odd. I mean, this is going to end up bad for McQuaid. McQuaid has literally 2 brothers behind him that are going to set him up. I mean, it's pretty much set in stone. They're going to pull something on him and try to get him to make a mistake and just jump around him. There's no doubt about that. That move's going to be made eventually here somewhere. When is the mistake made? Yet McQuaid comes down. So these two are going to win. This is going to be a fuel mileage race win. This is odd. I did not think fuel would end up being like this. They're going to try to stay behind TJ. Honestly, how low are they running? They're running 2 seconds slower. Roos is, however, 27 seconds behind. Brock and Trey are going to be half throttle. I mean, they're going 175. They are that... Yeah, they're saving fuel hard. But it's only 2 laps left, so if they sputter, though, they're not going to make it to the end. I mean, their fuel may be right on the edge. I mean, right on the edge of this. I want to see how close this is going to be. It'll be white flag in the air. Fuel mileage being stretched here by Brock and Trey. Bruce would love to hit the... He'd like to grab a star like you can in Mario and just shoot off, but he's not going to have a chance to do that. I mean, unless... Keep in mind, these guys have to run out, though. Yeah, they're definitely half throttle. They're half throttle here. 100%. TJ might be doing a courtesy thing. If I was TJ, I'd honestly not let these guys draft off of me. Just to make it more difficult for them now. Is Brock... Or is Trey going to try to pull out and pass Brock is the question. Honestly, I think it's if they have fuel to even try to make that move. But Roos was coming. Roos was so much faster than these guys right now. He's about 10 miles per hour faster catching them. But going to be coming through the trial here. Brock with the lead. Trey on his... Not really near his bumper. They're on fumes. And it will be Brock Whitehead who takes home the win here. Trey Whitehead second. Christian Roos looks like he'll come home third. Yeah, he's got DJ who's a lap down. He'll just shove him to the third place position. McQuaid fourth. And Cogswell looks like he'll come home fifth as he has literally nobody around him to help him. Really very dead Talladega race, to be honest with you. Not really much happened. I mean, I would see some guys getting moved or something, but not really. But I mean, it is what it is. No wrecks, no killing each other yet. That will take it to the championship race, which is going to be held. Where is this held at? You can make sure it is held at Homestead. Yes, pretty much like they did before they changed it to Phoenix. The final race of the season. Then they'll take a long off season. We'll watch Brock Whitehead do his burnout here. That is Joseph, not Brock. Seeing him spin it through the grass. Having some fun with it. Go and pull up the finishing order here right now. We'll bring in the top 3 drivers. Let me grab them and put them in here. I don't ever hop in the booth in this because I don't want people jumping in here on accident. So let me grab Christian Roos here, and my Discord is unmuted. Hopefully my sound is working. It wasn't working last night correctly. It was really delayed, but let me grab Christian Roos here and bring him in. Hey Christian, this is Bryson's booth. Got a copy, man?
I do. What's up, Bryce?
Man, so you come home third, you fall just a little bit short there. You know, how close were you guys on fuel there at the end? Because I did not expect people to be coming down pit road.
Unfortunately, I was about 2 laps short. When I got out of the pits, I was showing about 4 left. And then, yeah, as that run went on, just got to the 2 laps is all it was. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
You know, so you led a good portion of that race. Now, do you feel like the racing tonight was pretty good? Because it seems like you were able to stay up front most of the time. I mean, you qualified 4th here tonight.
Yeah, man, it was amazing. As far as racing goes, I just unfortunately led too much early on, and that's what killed my fuel. Overall, the racing was great. You know, shout out to the Whiteheads for playing it as they did. They played one hell of a race, and strategy and everything else. I can't say enough about Patrick there at the end trying to push me, and DJ Daniel as well. He was trying to push me up front. He was short. Man, it sucks to be upset with a 3rd place, but I led like half that race, and it would have been my first win here in the league, and I just can't capitalize.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, for sure. The Smoke Pit, 1-3 Speed, Extreme Automotive Detailing, Lafleur Labor Services, Zach Woods, who I'm sure you remember from the league. He's been on my stream commenting all the time. Everyone in the YouTube stream, the broadcast that's been watching. My wife for letting me do this, week in and week out. I know it takes away time from her and being able to spend time together with us and the kids. So it's good to be able to do this. And huge shout out to you for the broadcast week in and week out as well, and everyone else in the league that keeps showing up here to the very end.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good job tonight here, finishing 3rd.
Thanks, sir. Hopefully 2 spots better next week.
That was Christian Rusi, 3rd place driver. We will bring in the 2nd place driver in Trey Whitehead. Hey, Trey, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, Bryce, I got you.
Man, so you come home 2nd. How close was y'all's fuel there at the end? Because you guys were not running full throttle there towards the end of the race.
No, we 100% weren't. And we had this planned out back when the caution came out on lap 6. We obviously filled up there and we ran it pretty much dry. I think we were about a lap, maybe 9/10 of a lap when we came in that first time. And unfortunately, I think Roos and Patrick couldn't make it to the lap 69 that Brock and I did, which was obviously perfect because Brock was at like 2/10 of a lap left when he came across the line when he finished. So super close. It was wild. I thought for a second there that we weren't going to make it because after we had pit on 69, Roos and Patrick got teamed up in a pack, and I thought they were going to be able to save the extra, lap and a half that they needed. And I don't think they weren't able to. I think Patrick tried to stretch it a little more than Roos did, but I mean, we were separated from them for a little while, so I was definitely super anxious. But once we caught up, we were able to save what we needed and get the job done. So.
And so, was there pretty much any chance of you maybe passing Brock, or was it pretty much like, hey, let's just finish this thing at the end?
Well, so, I mean, yeah, we were just looking to finish it to the end. Brock had a little bit more fuel than I did, so my kind of ideology there was he was going to need to be full throttle. I wasn't aware that TJ was good on fuel, so yeah, I was worried about Brock having to be full throttle, so I wanted the person with the most fuel out front. But ultimately, I was just going to let Brock win the race anyway. He needed it, and it's huge momentum going into the championship race next week for him. And I couldn't be more proud as a team owner as to what we've done this year. I've gotten 4 wins, and Brock's really turned it up here in the later half, and he's now got 4 wins as well. So first year Whitehead racing here in Ghost Racing has been fantastic, and I just can't wait to see what he does next week at the championship race. So.
All right, man. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, Guggen Bates on the car. Another podium finish for them. I was running the Send It, the Denny Hamlin knockoff for a little while, but once the playoffs started, we got back in this car, and it's been pretty nice. We're going through some changes right now here at the house, so we've got 2 weeks that I missed the last 2 races, and kind of put me out of the championship hunt. But I'm glad to see that Brock has really turned it up, like I said, and I can't wait to see what he does. I'd like to thank, obviously, my dad, teammate as well, all the guys at Smoky Mountain for everything that they do to help us, like Chris Cash, Dylan Ellis, Lucas Whitehead, even though he wasn't here to race. Man, and obviously you for doing the broadcasts. Can't wait to go back and watch this one, even though it might not have been as exciting. We apologize for the snooze fest, but trust me when I say that we were sweating bullets there at the end, trying to make sure we were going to make it. So, Hubka, I'd like to appreciate him for putting it on, and everybody that runs in the league, because obviously we wouldn't have a good league if everybody in here didn't show up. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Well, good job tonight, coming home second on that fuel mileage race here.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That was Trey Whitehead. The second place driver, we will bring in the race winner and Brock Whitehead. Hey, Brock, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
And so you come home with the win here. How close were you on fuel there at the end? Because Trey said that you had a little bit more than him there, but how close were you?
Yeah, whenever I came across the line, I think I had point 0.8 or 0.7 laps left in the tank, and I had a clutch it just to get around to do a little bit of a burnout, and I had to ask Roos to give me a push because I was out. I couldn't get back to the start finish after the burnout. So yeah, it was very, very close.
Yeah, so that was a calculated move there, because Trey said at that last caution y'all knew you were going to try this, but did you think it would work out here with the fuel? Because knowing that y'all were going to be really, really close to it.
No, we came out of pit road and they were up on us by like 4.5 seconds just about, and we reeled them back in. By the time we got back up to them, somehow we saved a gallon. We had like 1.8 gallons left. I didn't think it was going to work. I thought we were going to have to work or pit with McQuaid and Roos and them. But we ended up saving enough fuel. McQuaid and them had a pit. McQuaid actually stayed out a little bit longer. And then we hooked up with TJ and still could run that half to 3/4 throttle, and it saved us just enough gas to be able to get it done.
And so how was racing here tonight overall? Because it seems like you guys were pretty nice with each other, considering that it's Talladega.
Yeah, I was surprised. We had, I think, what was it, 1 caution. So pretty good for us. I feel like it was clean racing, and there's a couple spinouts that were off the track, but of course those aren't gonna be cautions. But pretty good race overall. I feel like everybody kind of gave a little room and took some passes that they know that they could have cleared the person instead of just trying to go around them and not being able to clear them.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank, Trey, Cash, Dylan Ellis, my dad, Lucas. He hasn't been racing, but want to thank him, McDonald, all of them over there. I really wish Cash would have got it, but just too much time to make up on pit road after that first stop. I'd like to thank Moneyline, you for broadcasting, and Hebka for putting on the league.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good win here tonight, though, man.
Thank you.
That was Brock Whitehead, the race winner. Did a good job. Pretty, honestly, boring race there. And nobody really was fighting for much, but did they get somewhat interesting at the end? Because I thought they could really make it on fuel. Honestly, I really did think they were going to make it. But they weren't able to, so Brock and Trey stretched their fuel. Roos was just a little bit short, which is definitely a heartbreaker for him. There's certain times where you're like, are you kidding me? When you have to come down pit road at that moment. But I'm not going to keep you all here any longer. Next week will be the championship race here in the Ghost Cup Series. But I will roll this ad, and I'll let y'all go. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by-request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing.